Dobrý den, milé zákaznice, já vás vítám u našeho dalšího podcastu modelář NEHTOVÁNÍ. Dnes jsem mým vzácným hostem Nataliyí At-Ta'ia, Senior Education Manager pro značku CND. Welcome, Natalie, in our podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
Great. How are you?
I'm good.
We had a show yesterday. We have an event yesterday. You were presenting new product that the CND is about to put on the market, but we will come into that later. First thing first, there's like a lot of people or a lot of nail artists who works with the CND. Many of them want to become CND ambassador, and many of them want to work for CND. You are in a really high position in CND in this beautiful brand. Can you tell us the history, or how is it possible for someone to get into CND, and what you have to do, what you have to learn, and yeah.
So too many questions in one.
Okay.
So let's break it down. Let's start with the history. Well, obviously CND celebrated its 45th anniversary last year, and as a matter of fact, tomorrow, 31st, we will be celebrating our 46th birthday. So congratulations to all CND educators, CND. Nail professionals, the founders, everyone. 46 is a long time to be in the industry, but it also speaks a lot about the brand itself. We are the brand who believes in science, but we're also the brand who, from day one, believed in the integrity and the health of the natural nail. In the last 46 years, we've had so many innovations. We truly are the brand of firsts. When we do something, we do it from the heart and with science. We have R&D in San Diego that has been in the same place for a very long time. It is led by a very, very clever scientist, Jamie Welton. She's our director of R&D, and she has a team of incredible chemists. You know, you would want to be a fly on the wall, right? Because of what they do on a daily basis. Every day they're innovating, they're inventing molecules, inventing oligomers, testing out different new things. They're listening to the nail professional in terms of what we are looking for, what the brand is missing, and we're very excited about that. Mm-hmm. And obviously, throughout the history, we've, I'd want to speak about the solar oil, for example. Solar oil was born in 1981.
It's one of the first products of CND, right?
It's one of the first, mm-hmm. Yes. So the first one was the liquid and powder system, the solar nail liquid and powder. And solar oil was born in 1981. I share my birthday with solar oil.
Nice.
And so it speaks a lot that a cuticle oil has been an award-winning cuticle oil for such a long time. And it truly is an iconic product for CND. Yeah. Our first color collection came in 1986. And if I had a picture to show you, you would see that nothing really much changed in the way that the consumer and the client in terms of what colors they're asking for. It's corals, it's reds, it's dark reds, it's pinks. So customers don't change, you know. Mm-hmm. And there is one color that was in the original collection that we still carry today. Take a guess.
I would say wildfire.
It's red, but it's not wildfire.
Okay. Another red. Okay.
Pass. Decadence.
Decadence, really?
Yes. Decadence is an incredible color. Everybody should have it. If you don't have it, you have to have it. First of all, because it's such a beautiful red that truly suits everyone, but it's also a fantastic color for layering.
Okay.
And you would, if you know me well, you know that how much passionate I am about layering.
Yes.
Yes.
I saw it yesterday.
Yes. I'm full of ideas, and I have a team of incredible educators who are cooking up new layering ideas literally every time we launch a collection.
Okay. Yeah, but my sister, she was also like a CND ambassador in Czech Republic, and I could see what she had to go through when she wanted to become a CND ambassador. Back that time, I think it was 2015, 2014, I guess. She went through the boot camp in Denmark. She had to learn the CND Bible, the famous CND Bible. And when I saw the pictures and the video from the bootcamp she sent me, when when the students, when they passed the exams and everything, and they were so happy and exhausted at the same time and crying, some of them, I was like, okay, it must be something like on it. And when Veronica, my sister, came back from Denmark from the boot camp, she was like talking like 1 month about this, like was expressing all the feelings and telling us all the stories and everything that she had learned. I was like really interested. What is it for you, someone who had to go through this as well?
Yes.
And you reached even higher in the hierarchy of CND. Can you tell us more about this?
Yes. So first things first. If you dream it, you can do it. And if you truly believe in your abilities, even if there are skills and things that you need to clean up and develop a little bit more before going to bootcamp, you can do it if it's from your heart. So let's break this down into 2 parts. What you have to do, because that was one of the questions in the beginning, and I'll tell you a little bit more about my experience. Yeah. At CND, we believe that education instills competency, assures safe use, and makes advances the state of the industry, and truly guarantees that premium service that we're so well known for. And in order for us to have the educators, education ambassadors, who truly represent the essence of CND, everything that we believe in, they have to be of a certain standard. Their skills have to be of a certain standard, which is pretty high initially. And they have to go through a boot camp, which is 5 to 7 days these days, very intensive training. And we expect the attendees of the bootcamp to already be an expert in CND system. So bootcamp is not about teaching you how to do nails. Bootcamp is about teaching you how to teach CND to the people and elevate their skills, help them to become the masters and the true nail professionals with all the knowledge about the health of the natural nail, how to select the proper system for your client, and how to use and know the best out of CND products. And that requires a lot of time. So if you have any people in mind, which I'm pretty sure there will be lots of nail professionals who want to build their career with CND and maybe in the future become an education ambassador, they have to master each of our systems. They have to know and have a certificate in CND shellac, plexigel, brisa gel, liquid and powder system, and pro skincare. And of course, they need to be an expert in our treatments. And you have an education ambassador here already who is pretty cool and very good, so she can probably help the people to reach their level. And after that, you just send me an email and tell me that you need more people, and we will set up a bootcamp in Czech Republic. Yep. So that's how it works. In terms of my journey, I wish we had I don't know, a week to talk about it, because it's very vibrant and fulfilling journey, and very with a lot of satisfaction for me.
So pick up the most exciting part.
Pick up the most exciting. Okay, the short version.
Okay.
The short version. I'm originally from Ukraine, and we have a fantastic distributor, American Beauty International. Yeah. They have been in the Ukrainian market for a very long time. They pretty much brought CND into the Ukraine, and it was very premium at the time. And probably I would be talking about 1997, 1998, so past century. And they had this beautiful store, and of course you could only buy CND if you were qualified nail professional, which I wasn't, because I was studying finance in the university. But I was always interested in nails. I was mesmerized by the artistry and what I could do to the person. I loved doing my own nails from from a teenager age. And I remember that one inspiration that I got about becoming in the future somehow getting into CND was the picture of Samuel Sweet on the window as a team creative educator. And there was other people. I think there was Keaton Patel and maybe Tom Bachik even. I can't remember the rest of them because it was so long ago. But I looked, and it was, imagine the picture all the way the height of the window. And I looked and I said, when I grow up, I want to be like you. Yeah. And then I got married and I moved to the United Kingdom and I finished university and I still wanted to do nails, so I went to beauty school and I finished that in 2005. And then Samantha and Samuel Sweet opened up Sweet Squared in 2008.
Nice.
And when I got a paper
it
that...
was one year before the CND Shellac, right?
2 years before.
Oh, 2 years. Oh, 2008,
2 years
yeah,
before,
sorry.
2008. And actually I think they opened up in 2007, but forgive me if I'm giving you the wrong information. But one thing they've done is they had this event in 2008 in Manchester.
Okay, sorry, I'll just have to say to our viewers that Samantha and Samuel, they're the official distributor for CND in UK.
In Ireland.
Yes.
In
Ireland, yeah.
And they're a phenomenal couple. True love exists, and they do a lot for the industry. You know, in fact, if I can say that, Samuel set up the business to help the nail professionals, and I really value that about them. So for me, you know, kind of meeting them in person, and Jan was there. That was the first time I met Jan, and we had a 2-day extensive training on Brisa gels and liquid and powder, and it was lots of people. It was a phenomenal experience. And then they done another one in 2010, and that's when Shellac was launched. So we were the first people in the world. It was the 1st of May, and we got the 12 colors of Shellac, the lamp, the education from the stars, because all, you know, Christina Estabrooks was there, Roxanne Valinotti was there.
All the big names.
All the big names, Amanda Fontanarosa, Marian Newman, everybody was there. And it was a big thing. And you know, for me as a nail professional, we were going through recession, the salons were suffering, people really didn't get their nails done that much because it was expensive, but Shellac turned around for a lot of people. You know, you could buy a car, you could buy some nice clothes, you can go on holiday. It was unbelievable what it done, not just to me, but to everybody. And after having that experience twice, I thought, I want to see if I can maybe, because I was quite good, you know, I felt I was good at nails, considering. And obviously I wasn't qualified in liquid and powder. And it was, as I said, you have to be an expert in all systems. So thank God we had Fee Wallace in Scotland, our Global Team CND member at the time. And she took me through all the programs. We've done all the training. We went through master program. And finally in 2011, I went to boot camp, my first boot camp. And I only did Shellac. So I became a Shellac ambassador in 2011. And then in 2013, I flew to San Diego to become a full systems education ambassador. That was great.
So the boot camps were split into parts like a CND Shellac and other systems?
They weren't, but if you were not qualified to do the enhancements, you could just do the color part. Okay. And that's what happened to me.
Okay.
And then a year after that, 2014, I was invited to Global Team CND, and that's where truly the journey has started. That gave me an opportunity to work with some of the most amazing artists and nail professionals. Kelly Melanito.
So it was in the San Diego.
Yes, yes. Kelly Melanito was my mentor for many years. I truly, truly value everything I learned from her. She's an incredible lady.
She's gorgeous, yeah.
She's probably one of the best presenters.
I would say so.
On this earth. Yeah, like, if you have never seen Kelly presenting, you have to see it because you will learn.
I know her. I saw her. She was in Prague as well. Yes. She was. I think she was launching a CND Shellac for us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's an incredible person. I'm truly, truly thankful. I have to say that because that's how I feel.
Yeah, and I guess she was the teacher of my sister back that time in Denmark.
Kelly led a lot of boot camps throughout Europe and globally for many years. So she probably is the only person on this earth that done a lot of boot camps, considering how many other people have done. And then the pandemic started. You know, and you kind of went through I kind of did 3 jobs. I worked in a salon, seeing my clients a few days a week. I worked very closely with Sweet Square, teaching classes for the professionals. And I also did work for Team CND that involved traveling, presenting events, launching products, doing boot camps, doing special events. And then all of a sudden, it all stopped. And then I got a phone call from our commercial director at CND for Europe and Asia. And I got offered a 3-month temporary position as an education manager. And I had doubts about it because I was still quite interested in continuing doing clients, because it gives you the practice, it gives you the experience, but also doing so many different things like traveling and writing materials and testing products and seeing nail professionals and learning from them. But lockdown was there. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I stayed for 3 months, then I got extended for another 6, and then I stayed permanently. And now they cannot get rid of me because I really love this job. Yeah. I have to say that with all the challenges that everyone experiences in the current economic crisis, you know, cost of living crisis, the consequences of pandemic and everything together, I still believe I have the best job in the world. Because I still get to do the teaching, I still get to do the traveling, I still get to do the presenting, and I still get to do the learning myself from the people that I touch.
Yeah. So you still keep your customers for nails?
One.
Okay.
1 plus the husband. Yeah. So 2.
Which color your husband wears?
My husband loves strengthener RX6 on his nails.
Really?
Yeah, because it gives him quite natural look, but also adds the shine, and he likes the compliments he gets. Okay,
nice. So I should. Well, I have something on my nails currently.
Nice.
I'm testing a new product, but we're in the beginning. I was mentioning the product you were presenting yesterday. The big product.
Yes.
The big top secret, actually.
The big top secret.
It's a CND Shellac Vivid.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about this?
I would love to.
I am so excited. Jen told us it's like there is something big coming, but I cannot speak more about this.
Yeah.
So now we can talk about this in our podcast.
Yes. So it is very exciting, and I am quite happy that finally we can break the silence about it, because obviously we've known about it for a little while. But it's a true innovation and a breakthrough in the gel polish technology in terms of CND shellac. So if you think about let's say we asked a nail professional, what do you want?
I want happy customers.
Right,
I want happy customers.
But before the customers, like in terms of their own satisfaction from their own work. Yeah. If we asked this question to many people, and besides the fact that they wanted brighter colors and neons and all of the usual things that nail professionals want, one of the things that they truly wanted was the product reliable enough to do fine lines, beautiful stamping, and have a high intensity color. And this is what Vivid really gives them. Vivid has got the same groundbreaking technology and science as CND shellac, but just a step further. Because R&D has spent 10 years developing this formulation back in San Diego in order to create a formula that has enhanced photoinitiators, proprietary solvents, enhanced oligomers. This unique science gives us the opportunity to have the gel polish that has high intensity color. It's very opaque. It's like hyper pigmented. So when you put it on, it's smooth, it's streak free, it's not see-through. And so the collection has got 7 colors, and those are primary and secondary colors of the color wheel, which means that for the artist, it's pretty much everything they need to be able to create anything else. Vivid is not just for the artist. So of course, let's talk about the nail professionals in 2 different camps, right? Because that's what it is in the industry. We have nail professionals who are very artistic, who love to create masterpieces on nails, who truly treat the nails as 10 little accessories, and they could turn their hands into masterpieces. They can paint faces, animals, plants, houses.
Yeah, we saw it yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you guys have so many talented people here, it's incredible. But there are also the other side of the industry where nail professionals, they're still artistic, because doing nails is an art, whatever you do. But the nail art may not be something that they are excited about. Or maybe they don't have the clients in their salon who ask for the nail art. So what is in it for them? Well, they also going to benefit humongously from it, because not only they get 7 beautiful colors that you can't have in original shellac collections, you can have beautiful, vibrant color. You can also layer all of the CND shellac regular colors on top to create thousands of different combinations of color. And because it's so hyperpigmented, it's an ideal base for those CND shellac colors that maybe semi-sheer or have some glitter, or maybe you don't like it the way it is in the bottle right now. By adding something underneath, you can layer them together. You know, I'm very passionate about that. And we have a lot of support for nail pros when they maybe cannot put 2 colors together, because you truly have to understand the color theory. And the other feature that is very cool about it is, because it's a new formulation and because it's a modern formulation, it actually allows you, or a nail professional, to mix the vivid shades together to create a custom shade for your client. So it takes it all to a whole new level. Of course, you're not going to mix every day for every client, because that is not time efficient. But in case of a special occasion, when a client brings a handbag and you do not have the color in the salon to match it, and the client is upset, you can make that color for them. You know, like, are you not like, I am, it's so exciting.
This is a big thing, but also you were also mentioning yesterday that you can mix it not just with Vivid, but you can mix it with Plexigel, or Brisa.
You can.
Which is, I think, like a big thing as well.
Big thing as well, because yes, we have 10 colors in Color Builder in Plexigel, and there are quite a big selection in Brisa gel, sculpting gel, in terms of opaque and semi-sheer colors. But we live in a big world, and every country has got different taste, different trend. Skin tones vary. Some people are lighter, some people are darker, and it's very difficult to have a palette from one company that is going to satisfy the whole world, because we are such a big planet, you know? So customization, and we live in the world of hyper customization. Customers, our clients, are expecting us to be different from everywhere else, because obviously there is pricing war between salons and who's going to offer more colors.
To kind of give them the opportunity to customize how they want
without
it,
breaking the bank. Because literally all you need is those 7 shades of Vivid, and you can create all colors under the sun, if you understand color theory. And you can easily customize all of the Plexi gels, all of the Brisa gels, to truly match the skin tone of your client, or, you know, their tantrum. If they wanted a particular pink, and out of 90 pinks that you have, they can't pinpoint the pink that is right for them, because we all know that we have clients that are very difficult to satisfy. So we are a premium company. We produce premium products. Yes, it is priced in comparison to other products available, but also with the nail pro in mind, who can offer a premium service and make, because that's what we're in for, right? We want to charge accordingly for our services. And customization gives you the opportunity to put a higher price tag for your shellac manicure, because this will be a shellac manicure like no other, because you can't get it anywhere else. You know? I truly want to speak about the superior art medium that Vivid is for the artist, but also for other people. So if we ask a nail professional a question, have you used shellac for fine lines? There will be people who did. And there will be people who would say, majority of the time, yeah, but I didn't really get what I wanted, because initially shellac was not really created for art. So getting fine lines with that buttery, juicy kind of very intense color was very difficult. If that's what you were looking for, believe me, you have to get that Vivid in your hands. It gives you the finest lines, the thinnest lines. They stay put. There is no bleeding. There is no running. You don't need to wipe anything. You can work on top film of previous shellac layer. You can do 1-stroke coverage for nail art with Vivid. It's that pigmented, you know? And stamping.
This is also like a big thing in our country.
Yeah.
In Czech Republic, it's like a lot of our customers love stampings because it's easy, effective.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can do it with a CND Shellac Vivid. This is cool because you cannot do it with a CND Shellac, right?
Well, you can, but it's not the easiest of methods. You have to know particular tips and tricks to be able to make sure that the color is vibrant. You know, for example, you'd have to apply it to the stamping plate, scrape it a few times, leave it there for the solvents to evaporate, and then transfer it. And that's time. And time is money. And that's why a lot of nail professionals choose not to do art, because it costs them time. And some of them are not very comfortable charging extra for it, so they choose not to do it. Well, Vivid is designed to give you opportunity to create any type of art. Stamping, thin lines, fine lines, hand painting. You can apply chrome powder on top of Vivid without using a no wipe top coat.
I saw it yesterday. It looks really amazing.
Right? Yeah. Because not only it's gonna keep your nail away from that extra bulk when you're adding the extra top coat in between, but it's also time saving and keeps your nails very thin and beautifully natural.
Yeah. So I think like when you guys watching this podcast, I think Shellac Vivid should be already on our website, so you can check our website and get the whole collection for you.
And when you get the whole collection, I encourage you to also get the Art of Vivid color guide that we created.
Oh yeah, that we should mention.
That we should definitely mention that. That is a little guide that we put together for nail professionals who are struggling with color theory. It's not very deep in terms of, you know, you're not going to be an expert in color theory after the book.
Practical.
But it's going to give you the tips and tricks you need to be able to get started comfortably. And also we've done a very cool thing by adding a QR code to all the techniques. So you can just scan it with your phone and go straight into a tutorial.
Nice.
So you can do a little bit of self-education.
Okay. Yeah. So, is there anything else we should know about the CND Shellac Vivid, or you think we said everything about this? The most important thing.
I think that, you know, we will be learning a lot more about it once the nail professionals will get their hands on the product, because nail professionals are very creative kind, and I'm pretty sure they will find many other ways that the product can be used. But I encourage everyone to try it. French manicure is gonna be out of this world because obviously it's hyperpigmented. The white, the white color is called white gloves, and it has exclusively an optical brightener in the formula that allows the white gloves Shellac Vivid to glow under black light. Yeah, so that is a very unique feature. And if you go to the club and there is black light, you will see your nails.
Glowy. And you were mentioning yesterday also the black color, which is like real black.
It's the blackest black I think that you would ever see.
Okay.
In comparison to Blackpool. Blackpool was black, but obviously when you were applying the first layer, it could look a little bit semi-sheer because of the way that we have to apply it. With Black Tuxedo, it will change your world. If you are a fan of black nails, you will fall in love with that. Yes, because it's truly black. And what we love about what I hear from the nail pros who helped us preparing all the assets, one of the biggest things that they love about that is the opportunity to create those fine lines. Especially for those who are very artistic and they need to outline or detail something. They're like, oh my God, get us on a plane so we can go to the US and we can give a big kiss to the chemistry team for creating this for us. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I think it's very important that the black and white is included in it because this is the crucial colors for the fine lines and everything.
Yes, absolutely.
So I think the nail artist will be happy with this. Okay, Nati. So I think we said everything about the CND Shellac Vivid. I would come back a little bit and ask you about your career again. So you were working as a CND Senior Education Manager. What is what basically you have to do? What everything you have to do? If can I ask?
A little bit of everything. I work with a team of it's sales, marketing, and education, all one department, led by an incredible lady. You know her,
Svetlana.
She is our angel, you know, and the best boss in the world, if I say that. And our primary job is to support our distributors in a region in terms of marketing, sales, and education. My job in particular is to make sure that everybody understands the technical side of it, understand all the features, the benefits of the product, how to use it chemically, all the questions. And I also work very closely with distributors and educators to elevate the education, to make sure that education is available in each of the countries, the certification programs, that nail professionals have the opportunity to get the knowledge. Knowledge is power. And when it comes to nails, right now, of course, if you compare it to 10 years ago, you didn't have YouTube, you didn't have social media, and you had to do classes with the educator.
Yeah.
Now it's very different, but you will never learn anything until you are face-to-face with an educator. Because only the educator with their knowledge can pick up what is not happening and fix it right away. And we see that a lot now in the industry after the pandemic, because obviously for a couple of years, education existed only virtually. And unfortunately, it is visible now that some nail professionals are suffering and struggling because they don't have the base that they need. So if, you know, any doubt, if something doesn't work, it's always best to speak to an expert. And we are very proud to be one of those experts. You know, our educators are trained to the very highest standard. They know everything about the product. We make sure they understand the science. We make sure they can diagnose any issues. And we make sure that they can understand what is not working and why, and put you on the right path.
So you're traveling a lot.
Yes.
How do you cope with this? How do you cope with the time change and all the time zones? And you know, because I know like you fly to some country and another day you had a for example boot camp or any other.
Well, these
teaching.
days it's quite balanced.
Okay.
It's not as hectic as it used to be, but at the same time, I've done it for so long that.
Yeah, you're used to
Once
it.
I'm on a plane, I'm totally fine.
Well, I have to ask you one question that I asked Jen in our last podcast. What is your favorite product? If you would have to point one product from the CND Shellac portfolio, CND portfolio, what would it be?
That's a terrible question.
I know.
That's a terrible question.
Jen, I think that Jen said solar oil.
Right.
Because it was the first product that they were basically developed, one of the first. Yeah. What would it be?
Oh my God, it will be very difficult for me. I love everything. I don't know. I don't think like I have the same problem when people ask me what's your favorite color. I would probably have to tell you that the one product I cannot live without is a cuticle razor.
Yes.
Cuticle razor is our alpha hydroxy acid based cuticle treatment that you use to prevent hangnails and dry cuticle, and it should be used in conjunction with solar oil. It's like a facial for your nails, you know? And I cannot live without that because unfortunately I do suffer from a little bit of dryness around my nails, and that truly helps me to keep that.
Okay. If there's a nail pro who run their nice nail salon, want to become part of CND brand, maybe in our country or in other countries, what would you suggest besides all the technical things that you have to fill the form and things like this? What would you suggest to those ladies?
I would suggest to make themselves visible. On social media.
On social media, yeah.
Social media plays a big part right now in terms of any opportunity. And there are so many talented people who just choose not to showcase their work. And it's okay. It's not for everyone. But if you want to showcase your work, and if you want to be, let's say, for many nail professionals, it's very valuable and means the world to get their work reposted by the brand, because that's what everybody does. They want to be tagged by the brand, or the brand puts their photograph or video or a reel on their page and it promotes them, but also allows the brand to find the talent that we are seeking for the future of for future development of our education team, our distributors in terms of help, and for you locally as well. You need to have the people that you know that are so. Yes,
I want to know that they are there. They are in the market.
Yeah, I would suggest that if anybody wants to grow in any way, they need to speak to the representative in the country, and so you can work together as a team to figure out what do they need to do in order to support you, how can they support your business, that actually gives the benefit to all of us, you know. And if not everybody needs to be an educator, you know, in the current world, we have brand ambassadors, we have people who do a lot of influencing, there are micro-influencers, there are nano-influencers, there are a lot of people who can influence people and educate them without being an educator, you know? So it's not really, like not everybody, we don't need too many of them, you know, because then it will be very difficult. But in order to start somewhere, they can truly become an influencer, and that's what very important right now.
To show up.
Show your best work. Make sure it's spotless. And obviously showcase only CND products.
So Neti, is there any advice to nail pro you would give? You would say?
Yes, definitely. And it wouldn't be normal if I didn't speak about education. First of all, what I would say to the nail professional, even if you're just thinking about becoming a nail professional, do your research. Find the brand and the company that is going to support you from day one. From the moment you walk through the door, you get your certification, you get your product, make sure this brand can support you in developing your business. And make sure that education is according to standards of the industry, because right now there is too many available and it's very difficult to find one. And believe me when I say that CND is very well known for its bespoke education programs and the value that you get with it and the support system. It's a journey. We are with you from the moment you become our customer. You know, and we're there to help you develop as a nail pro, but we're also there to support and help you grow your business. So be mindful when you choose brands to work with. And as I said earlier, education instills competency, and we educate everyone with a very big respect to the health of the natural nails. So if you know anything about nail industry, you know that there are some things happening that we're not happy about, but that's because of lack of education and lack of respect to the natural nail. And when you're with CND, you will always have a guarantee to your customers that their nails underneath anything they wear will always be at their best.
And safe. Okay, my last question. I was asking that question general as well, about if there's something new coming, something innovative maybe.
Yes, there is. And that's pretty much all I could tell you. Yes, I would say that this year particularly is very exciting in terms of innovation. Due to obvious reasons, it would be not nice if I share that with you. But I would say keep your eyes peeled, because you will be very surprised.
And that's a very similar answer I got from Jen Arnold. She's also said like, there's something I cannot tell you more, but you will be really excited. And I was like, okay, on a scale of like how big innovation is it? Like there's a CND Shellac, there's a solar. I was like, no, it's maybe even bigger than the CND Shellac. I'm like, okay, now I'm really interested. What is it?
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, 100.
100. Yeah.
Yes, just keep your eyes peeled, but it will be an incredible.
Okay, Nat.
So, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for your time. Thank you that you came here into our podcast. Já vám diváci děkuji za vaši pozornost. Sledujte nás na sociálních sítích, Instagramu, Facebooku, i na YouTube. Nyní nás koukáte na YouTube. Mějte se krásně a vidíme se u dalšího podcastu. Naschledanou.